defense, something happens. In this case, that didn't, but really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
They come out here in the eye. Now a former Tar Heel, Giovanni Bernard. Giovanni Bernard, nothing but green grass. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Giovanni Bernard, 75 yards. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And just one tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. They go play action here on first down. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. So one quarter in the books here on Christmas Eve. 7-3 the score. We're back to Houston in just a moment.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Snickers. You're off your game when you're hungry.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2, but they face a second and long to start things out. Brady to throw on second down. It's caught. Stills, right side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On play action, it's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Cameron Wake in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. So on fourth down, here's the veteran left-footed punter Donnie Jones to kick it away. Now Sproles. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Bengals take possession. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now Hoyer, and Graham's got it over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
There's completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
On second down, Hill. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They stick on the ground on first down with Hill. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here's Hoyer. He's got Floyd out left. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Let's see what the defense dials up here. 3rd and 4. Hoyer. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Whitney Merciless. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Screen play, Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. To throw is Brady. And Stills over the middle. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Complete to right. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Malik Jackson in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Sack. Quarterback gets hit.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach?
All right, here we go.
That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come out here in the eye. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Here's Bernard. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. In motion left goes a tight end. Again, here's Bernard. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on third. On the toss, Bernard. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on fourth down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. Here we go. 3-19. Now Hoyer. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. So we are at halftime here on... And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Time running out here. On the play clock. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain. And it's 3rd and 2 now. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now a carry for Bernard. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll run again with Bernard. And some room to roam now. And a cut to the sideline. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Giovanni Bernard, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 2nd down following the run. They come up in an offset eye. On 2nd down, Anderson. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Donnie Jones now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Sproles, the return. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now Hill. down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. And they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
This is Hill. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On third down, here's Hill. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And quickly, they get to the line. Now a play fake here on first down. It's caught outright by Graham. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They come out here in the eye. Now Bernard. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Coney Ely in on the tackle.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
And that'll be incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. Third down here.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Coming left is Hill. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
And he will take a knee here. So per the new rules in 2016, this will be brought out to the 25-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Surveying the field. And he's going to be taken down. He's sacked on the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. Now Brady throwing on second down. He goes underneath for Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. Here's Donnie Jones now as he's on to punt for Houston. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is taken at the 23. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, That doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The quarterback, Sean Smith, comes up to make the tackle.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. Following the penalty, it's Hill. And some room to work. There goes Jeremy Hill. 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jeremy Hill with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Hauschka to send this one away following the score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Screen play, Anderson. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Donnie Jones now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And we'll see what he can do on the return. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a toss play to Bernard. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And this will probably be the last play they can squeeze in here before the 2-minute warning.
Defense always has to be careful in this situation. A lot of teams like to take a shot.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Here's Hoyer. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Colton Schmidt now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Oh, he shifts past him. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans take possession. And now out comes Houston. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
He's got time in the pocket. Great protection. Now a desperation, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. Giovanni Bernard, nothing but green grass. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Giovanni Bernard, 62 yards. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. That's fielded in the end zone. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
On play action, it's Brady. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Throwing now is Brady. A dump off to Anderson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Looking for Barnage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Lansana. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And that rushing touchdown is fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. One receiver left, three to the right.
Easy.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You ever notice that when Tom Brady does get hit and drop to the ground, there's some guys back to him pretty quickly to check on his health, aren't there?
That's exactly right. For as much as he throws, doesn't take a lot of square shots, but took one there.
He's really smart in the pocket, isn't he? Even out of the pocket. He understands where the pressure is coming from. He senses people. You're exactly right. Doesn't take too many direct ones. But that one had to hurt.
Charles.